Hello, it's me, Jack-a-Lopium. Welcome along. We're back playing some more Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14. This is what China looks like. Yeah, some things changed over, well, since the last episode, which I guess was on Friday, and it might have changed over the weekend. What's changed is I've kind of taken a step back from what we were doing last time. We were playing as Cao Cao. We were playing the anti-Dong Zhuo start. This is what that area currently looks like. This is Cao Cao, but we're not playing as Cao Cao. We're now playing as Jian. I decided to start the game again, just because it was one of those things where I just realized that I was completely out of my depth. There's too much complexity. I don't mean there's too much complexity. There's the right amount of complexity. It's just I didn't understand the complexity at the time of the last recording. So I started again and I changed over to Sun Jian. He only has like 2 stars out of 5, so it's probably more my speed. So this is what it all looks like. I have played a few, well, I think, don't we start in early 190? Isn't that when the Dong Zhuo coalition start date is? So we've played like a year, and this is my progress in a year. I've taken all of this. You can see what needs doing though. I've started to improve my cores that I have taken. I have got quite a large number of cores as well. I mean, Cao Cao still only has 1. This is a strategy which I actually thought about in the brief time that I was playing as Cao Cao, was to actually leave this pathway clear so that this guy can expand across. And it looks like he, whoever this guy is, from Puyang, this guy, Liu Dai. What a great portrait. Hilarious. But yeah, it looks like he's expanded and taken Hulao Gae. What it is in a year since the beginning of the scenario, the Dong Zhuo coalition, or the anti-Dong Zhuo coalition, has collapsed. That did happen in reality. The Dong Zhuo was defeated, but he was defeated from Lu Bu going traitor and then assassinating him. But anyway, in the meantime, everything's collapsed, and I've decided to start again anyway, just to get some more experience under my belt. So this is what we've got. It gives us an opportunity to see more of the game, or gives me the opportunity to see more of the game. Once I've got more experience under my belt, then I think I can probably go back and play as Cao Cao. I have played through as Cao Cao on number 13, the last iteration. I have played right through Cao Cao from start to finish, and, it's actually quite an easy playthrough, because Cao Cao is just amazing, but I think it does need, I underestimated, I thought it would take no skill to use the Cao Cao start, and I completely failed. So yeah, we're up to early March 191. One of the things we need to do is continue to take or paint the map our red color. The more of the map you paint, or within your control, the stronger you'll be. So, we started off over here at Changsha. And Changsha now has 18,500 troops. I've also started playing, or rather, we've started to see, before recording, that some of our conquered cores are now kind of maturing to somewhat useful. So this core here, which was the second one I took, has got 10,000 troops. This one, 7,000, 6,000 over here. And then the last one I got is 2,000 over here. The other thing we could do, I mean, the plan is really, I would like to ally with this group over here, which is like an NPC group. You can't control these. These are called not out. What are they called? But it's a geographic advantage, and the geographic advantage is... Where is it? There. Shanwei friend. So it would take us... we would need this Yang province. We'd need 3 conquered cities. We only have 2 because they've done exactly the right thing, and they've made it impossible for me to get a 3rd city without going to war, which is clever. That is part of, you know, the AI. But the plan is to take this group here. You can do it in 2 ways. You can either assault them in a stand-up strategic fight. Bear in mind, they start off with 300,000. I mean, I say start off. They don't actually expand. They're like a tribal group that you can ally with. There are also Nanmans over here, which is another group. I would like to make an ally with these as well, but there's these guys standing in the way. Mostly the strategy is I want to unite the whole of China south of whatever this bay is. I don't know if anyone knows the name of that. If you know the name of Chinese geography, I think it's like, because this is southern Jing, right? And then this is northern Jing. So I don't know if that's like the Jing River, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, if you know Chinese geography, just yell it out in the comments below or hit me up on the socials. As always, I'm always plugging my Discord. You can join. It's all good. But anyway, let's do some orders. We've got a total of 14 orders. And you'll see not just the number of regions which we've got. It's also, there's a few other little things that I've kind of started the game that's balanced in our favour. And you'll see those as we play more. But yeah, we can actually start an event here. It is seizing G province. The current start date, blah, blah, blah. Fulfill any of the... Yeah, so the dissolution of the anti-Dong Zhuo coalition. That's been triggered. I mean, this event doesn't actually concern me. It actually concerns Yuan Shao, Han Fu, and Gongsun Zan. But let's watch it anyway. The anti-Dong Zhuo coalition has disbanded, says Yuan Shao. The actions we take from here will be vital. So, what will we do? Whatever we do, the sticking point is our supplies. Send someone to request provisions from Lord Han Fu of Ye. Lord Yuan Shao, is that so? I can't help but wonder if there's good reason to count on Han Fu for supplies. Is it not better to simply use this opportunity to take G Province? To take G Province off his hands? G Province has always been a fruitful and essential part of Hebei. It should not be left in the hands of Han Fu, Lord Yuan Shao. Should it not rightfully belong to you? You know, because you want to unite the land. Yeah, man, you got a point. So it's Yuan Shao, just give me all of that land. But he's going to have to take the land from him. So yeah. So that's the next bit of conflict. I mean, China is in turmoil. This is the start. Well, it's the start of the. Is it 7 kingdoms? Because 3 kingdoms is actually what happens before the 3 kingdoms. There isn't 3 kingdoms at the moment. There's like 7 kingdoms. I think this period of history is called the 7 kingdoms period, right? And it becomes the 3 kingdoms period afterwards. But yeah, this guy was actually asking us to join him as an ally, which I turned down. How dare you! So this is Guan Qian. Too slow. He's just killing everybody. We've gotten rid of the troublemakers, but what a waste of life. Had they only chosen to follow a better man than Han Fu? Men, forward, and enter our new base. And so the Yuan Shao army enters Ye with Han Fu overjoyed and greatly thankful. I don't really want to be saying that word with everything that's going on. So I'm going to try not to say it. Because I don't want A to get flagged by the algo. I don't even want to prod the algo either. Not for stuff like that, anyway. Just because it's insanity. Yeah, I was looking at a bunch of idiots protesting something. I think they were protesting, you know, because they're not straight, if you see what I mean. Yeah, I don't really understand like modern kind of far right thinking. It just seems to be just a bunch of people who are kind of fantasists. There are aliens and like taking my rights away because of something or other, and it's like, no, you're like a bloke. You shouldn't be thinking this. You're supposedly an adult. Okay, so let's make some orders now. So we've got people. The first things first, I think we're going to put a search on. We're going to search. I think there's going to be 3 searches. It usually leads to some money. And the 3 that I need are Changsha. They are... Jian. Yeah, so they were just really people that like need an Xbox or something, and maybe they don't have a dad or a wife. And it's like, what does your wife think of all of this nonsense? Because of course they've all been victims of divorce court. Yeah, I saw that Lawrence Fox was there, and he's like the most kind of like divorced dad in Britain. He's ridiculous. So I'm thinking of sending another 3,000 guys from over here. We want Crane. Reinhardt. He's the training overseer. Tianji. Oh no. Yeah, okay. He doesn't even have crane. Yeah, I prefer to sort the officers by formation. Just then you know, depending on what you want them to do. So let's actually choose Reinhardt, and then we'll have to backfill, unfortunately. Let's pop Crane in. And like I say, Crane is good because we need to conquer the land. So we need to paint it our own colour. So let's pop in the order to conquer that region then. Just paint that in red. Again, it's going to be somewhat peaceful because all of this region needs to be filled in. First, we've filled in most of this. Almost all of it, right? So yeah, there's that. Okay. There isn't... Do we have... Yeah, we've got some gold, but not much. Gonna change him to Lin Chong. Okay, I think he can do that. That's great. And yeah, there's Jian. Wuling is over here. These are all just places that need money. Because if you look, we don't have that much in the way of gold. Okay, Ling Ling might take a search as well. And I mean, while we've got the people and while we've got the orders to do it, we might as well go for it. I'm going to do it like that. I probably should have paid more attention to who was doing the search over here, but what's done is done. So let's play this one out. We don't need to do much more than that. I mean, we could start building things, but I'm not worried about making the buildings right now. Relations between Sun Jian, that's us, and Liu Biao army have become troubled. Is Liu Biao this guy? Yeah, I think he is, right? So he's going to be... I mean, he's already been somewhat provocative by sending in some guys over here. So we need to try and avoid being wiped out by this guy. Okay, reporting by Emperor Xian's edict, Yuan Shao, sorry, has assumed the post of Lieutenant Governor. Okay. So yeah, one kind of strategy you need to think about when it comes to all grand strategy games is not that you can withstand this creep, is whether you can withstand this creep if you try and expand somewhere else. So, I would like to fight a war against this guy, but I would have to be able to fight the war and still have enough guys in case this guy then does a kind of attack of opportunity and attacks me while I'm already fighting a war somewhere else. And obviously you would want to have a similar experience. So we would, if we wanted to take this territory over here, we could either go in, you know, 1 for 1, just like there's the front, or we could wait until this guy is fighting against somebody else, and then go in from the back door, if you see my meaning. And that's the way to play all grand strategy games, that's how you do it. That's like my little secret there. I remember on the last channel I was playing a grand strategy game called Plebby Quest, and that is literally, by the end of me doing the playthrough, we'd conquered like a ton of property, and I got loads of messages saying, man, how did you manage to do all that? I've played for like hours this game, and I've never even expanded beyond my own borders. I'm like, you have to know how to do it. You have to know how to play grand strategy games. Actually, talking of that, what about if we... What is this guy doing? Just stop, man. Just go over here. Enter. Now, he's acting provocatively. I didn't ask him to do that. Or maybe I did, actually. Oh, no, I did! Yeah! Because that was this guy behaving provocatively. But he actually took a bunch of my property. Yeah, right. So this guy... and that is why you behave provocatively. And that happens in the real world as well. Because you can see that, like, Russia pretty much always behaves provocatively. But that is a proper kind of geopolitical strategy, is you kind of like you bait people and you kind of like you cool off your kind of geopolitical, your diplomacy and things like that. So he's behaved provocatively towards me. We've then taken back our stuff that he took from us, and now he is saying, oh, look, this guy is behaving badly by, you know, what did I do? I just took back the stuff that he took from me. But that is why, you know, that's why, you know, in reality, countries behave provocatively, and that is reflected in... Oh, look, it looks like this guy has got the ump as well. Alright. So yeah, head back, man. Yeah, this guy has got the ump because I'm in his remit as well. The one thing I do have a problem with is I can't work out who is at war with who, and I can't tell who's allied to who, both of which are kind of key things to running a grand strategy game. Like I say, I need to know who's allied to who, because I'm just going to go and ruffle stomp this guy. The only thing that would stop me is if he is allied to probably this guy over here. But I don't know how to... How do I see... If anybody knows, I mean, how do I... Merchants? No. Geographic advantage? No. Display information? I mean... This is the foreign information. But this just shows their relationship to me. I want to see people's relationship to each other. So these guys are friendly to me. These guys are troubled, as we've seen. He is normal, he's normal, and he's normal, although I can see that. Clipping down to troubled. But yeah, we're going to need to take care of this situation, I think, at some point. Because we don't actually control the hub in this area, all of these items over here are controlled by our capital. So we actually have control of these 6 items over here, these 6 cities. So we do need to put in as many. I think we sort by conquer land. Yeah, this guy. Now that actually shows something that I mentioned earlier. I've actually been a bit funny. I've actually had all of the DLC officers, all of the historical officers, start at my city. So I actually control like hundreds of people, which has obviously made expansion pretty easy. Let's see how this plays out. This guy is trying to retreat. Hey, look at that. We discovered this great Guandao. Awesome. That's a great sword. Strength +1. Awesome. He's attacked me. He's actually attacked me. Wow. So we could rescue this. But yeah, I say we do that next episode. So yeah, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.
Well, I'm too scared. My brain won't work.